Hello, my name is Thomas Hazel, and I'm the founder and CTO here at ChaosSearch. Today, I'm excited to give a demonstration of a new capability we are bringing to our customers. We have integrated generative AI into our service to allow our users to know better, to understand the data that they are ingesting within our service. Think of it as a semantic layer, as well as a tool to help them derive insights. An assistant that helps them ask questions of the data, whether you're a new user or you're an advanced user, to save time, to provide better understanding, to derive insights. So in this demonstration, I've created a fictional company called Acme Company, where they have a website that services their customers. And so they will need to understand performance of this site as well as security aspects. So let me just jump right in. I do want to talk about the product overall that you would typically use to derive those insights. In this case, I have a tab called Storage, where it's deriving S3 buckets that we've connected our service to your S3 buckets. This could be GCS as well from Google. We have a Groupings tab, which I'll get into, a View. We have Search Analytics. We have SQL Analytics. But what I'm going to focus on is this Chaos Assistance in a moment. But let's understand the Chaos product. When you have your S3 buckets, you stream your data in, and we organize them with this concept called grouping. In this case, you can see I have an ELB data set that I've been streaming data into, and it has been indexed, and we have fields, etc. to describe it. From there, you, the user, publish views for search or SQL. Now, in this case, we have a view called ELB log view that we will use for our tooling. In this case, open search dashboards, where the user can use standard tooling to discover what's in there, create visualizations, or set up alerting. Let me just do a quick demonstration of how you use this tool. In this case, I'm going to search the entire ELB logs. Again, this is used to load balance your website. And you can see here standard tooling via the Elastic API that connects to our service, and we provide those insights. This is classic to the Chaos offering, and you probably are an advanced user that knows how to use the Kibana or Open Dashboard tooling. We also have the ability to publish these views into SQL. So that exact same view I was doing in Open Dashboards, I can do it in Superset and create charts. But let me go into the SQL editor, again, as an advanced user, do some type of analysis. So I have a ELB to location query. Think of it as a join between ELB logs and where this request came from. And you can see here with a SQL query, I can run and get what has been going on within my site. Now, this is for advanced users. But what if you had an assistant that you could ask questions and derive answers quickly and easily? Let me demonstrate. So I create a conversation. Let's call this Discover Performance and Security Information. And what you'll see here is we start initializing the views that we have been using in our standard tooling, that I want to not use these toolings for those answers, but actually derive value through questions. So you can see here I've asked to provide information about the views I have, Acme, CloudTrail, which is security, and ELB, as this description provides. So I ask, which of these data sets would be used for performance analysis? Now, you may know that ELB would be that type of solution to the data, but it gives me a description saying that this analyzes traffic for scaling. That's great. Then I ask, well, which one of these data sets would I use for security analysis, right? This is so important in any organization. And it gives me the answer that CloudTrail is a great data source. I said, perfect. This is exactly what I need to do. Now, I could go off and try to Google this, but this is all built in within the service. So from here, I'm like, okay, now how would I detect errors or monitor this environment for security vulnerabilities? Now, if you know advanced CloudTrail analysis, which is time consuming, you could do this, but I can ask this question quickly and get answers. Now it says, do you want me to run this query? Well, not just yet. I would like to know more about CloudTrail data. And so I ask it, can you provide me a little bit more detail about this CloudTrail view that my company is currently analyzing with the ChaosSearch Platform. And what it does is it says, okay, well, this data set has a variety of attributes. And you can see here, it tells me about it's a data structure that is generated to provide optimal performance as well as events all across my website. So I say, great, can you show me the fields of this CloudTrail data? Now, there's a lot of fields. It is going to show me several of these fields that are key for this analysis. And so what you'll see here is a variety of attributes that CloudTrail uses to detect errors, to detect activity within my site, my Amazon-backed website. So I ask it, can you write me a query that monitors the activity within my website, my Amazon-backed environment? And so I specify the view. And what you'll see here is it will give me a SQL query that I can run. And so, yeah, I like to run this query, see what kind of information I'll get. And you can see here, these were all the accesses into my Amazon solution and the number of times it happened. It's great, perfect. Then I'll ask, well, can you list the data sets again? Because I can't remember what I was actually given. And then I'm like, okay, well, I now better understand my security environment, but can you write me a SQL query that joins this ELB performance data with this IPv4 location? I want to know where these requests are coming from so that I can better understand who my users might be, as well as security aspects. And what it does is it figures out how to bring these two data sets together to do a join, a SQL join. And so I say, yes, please run this query. And you can see here the location, the IP addresses to where it came from. So I can see who's been accessing my site, which is wonderful. Again, without having to be an expert into these data sources, as well as this tooling or API type questions. So then I ask now is, well, can you tell me more about the company that is supporting on top of these services? And what it does is says, okay, you have two data sources from this fictional Acme company, customers, the users that you have for your site, as well as orders. Let's say your website is making purchases. So I ask, well, can you join these two data sources together so I can see what they've been buying, all within a contextual ask-answer environment? And so I ask, yes, please run this query so I can get some insights. Now, I can cut and paste these queries into this well-known high-level tooling like Superset or Tableau, but I can do it here with a question. So I want to thank everyone for this demonstration. As you can see here, this is a new way to understand your environment, to analyze your environment, and we're excited to bring this to our customers and ultimately to their users to use the ChaosSearch solution in one simple and convenient way. Thank you.